Hey guys, Liana here. Yes, I am playing The Witcher 3. How did this happen? That is a story once we get into the game. Right now, I'm about a half hour in. And I'm going to have to shut up every time they talk because in order to not get audio dropouts, I've turned off the reduced game sound feature.
Greetings.
So, oh, he's not going to initiate dialogue. So, where am I going? I'm following the dotty dotties. Okay.
That's it, Roach.
Oh, that's interesting. So far, just the little opening. I'm gonna avoid spoilers, but see talking.
Village. Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here, near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we
Don't
learn
disturb the peace. So what fun is that? Notice boards. Okay, so basic sword and sorcery RPG mechanic. So far, it's the best opening of the Witcher games to me.
Come on now.
Just because there's... How do I put this? There's lore from the books in the openings in a way that I don't remember seeing in the first two. I feel like this opening embeds the player in the motivations and the political situation of the world much better than the previous two games did. It also sets up some of the arcane lore, the magic and stuff like that, the overarching meta story that has been driving this series from the beginning and has drove the books. And I feel like the characterizations of the characters in the opening have been the closest to the books I've seen. Now, there are reasons for that I can't relax yet, but so far it's been the truest to the books of the series to this point. And now there's probably going to be talking. Oh look, a guy being an asshole. You never seen that in a Witcher game. The backgrounds are nicer than previous games.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
Ooh.
That is your coat of arms with Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
So, I mean, again, they're setting it up better than previous games, I think. This came later in The Witcher 2, the war between Temeria and Nilfgaard. Like, you feel for the people through scenes like this in ways the previous games never quite managed. I don't know if they learned from their previous mistakes or hired a better writer or what, but okay, here we go. Here comes the cliches.
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Oh. Says the guy in the fur vest and no shirt.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
I actually have a woman that looks like a normal woman. That's
Armies
nice.
just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Griffin!
Already had the pleasure. One mean beast.
Mean? Light way for a hunter to put it. Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave. But does no good to wallow in misfortune. How can I be of service?
With a drop of vodka for me.
Yeah, just to drop,
You?
sure.
Something to wet your tongue.
Oh, shops. And now we're gonna talk. This might be, oh, contract.
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the alderman don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Subtle. Do we want to talk about this?
Pretty busy place you got.
Is this going somewhere?
Nations on the move. Some
Okay.
search for kin.
Okay,
Others
it
just
is
want to get out of
story.
the armies. They all need food, drink.
One of my complaints about the previous Witcher games is a lot of the dialogue went nowhere.
For your trade.
So far.
So far, it's been a little better.
Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
Okay. They have this food and drink mechanic in this game that is either going to be very interesting or exceptionally annoying. What are these cards? Alchemy. Okay, so these are alchemy ingredients, and then there's food. And homemade pepper vodka. Oh god, I had pepper vodka once. So, they're giving me this stuff before I really know what to do with it. I'm assuming it's... why would you take cow's milk on the road with you? It would go bad. I'll take a water because... No, 7... No. I'll just take a few. Wait, how much money do I have? Oh, 300. Another thing my complaint about previous Witcher games is that the game economy was blinking broken. Money was, I've found, nearly useless because there wasn't enough of it to have any fun buying stuff. So, hopefully, you know, this is giving me some reason to use my funds. So here's hoping. I'm not far enough in to know
Looking
for
a
certain,
woman,
but it's promising.
Haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white, riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
That's all from the books, if anyone
Not
cares.
seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Oh, that's pretty cool that it'll bail out.
Thanks for everything.
Oh, I do enjoy so far that the dialogue that is written is actually what he says. I enjoy that. I do not like paraphrase dialogue. I want my character
bandage
to
that up,
say what I want him to say, because subtleties matter in RPGs.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Right. Witchers are not gonna draw... You've already drawn attention, you twit. Alright, so I have to talk to people. Yay. I do like this interior. This is nice. I prefer this to the stuff in the previous games. It's... I guess this is the improved technology that you can actually do these paint effects and have them look realistic. But that's really nice. Unfortunately, I can't run this above medium. It auto set to low. And I've got a pretty decent PC, so I can only imagine what kind of specs you need to run this sucker on ultra.
Someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Snap.
I'm a face freak.
Oh.
Your breath sours my beer.
Oh, your mama. What? Oh, I'm gonna Vulcan him.
Raven.
Or Jedi.
Black
Jedi.
and white. Seen her? Talk.
This is the woman you're looking for.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Heh.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind.
Oh no.
And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut
Oh
up.
snap. So that was useless. Okay, there's a barmaid lady. She's nice. I find the movement, the way they've animated him, a little clunky, especially in enclosed spaces. You'll notice his turning radius is quite large, and he really swings those big honking arms. My capture card only captures in 30 frames per second, so I apologize for that. I will eventually, once enough money comes in via Patreon, I will buy the 60 frames per second capture card. But yeah, this is what we got for now.
What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Science.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher with tenure.
With
I'm looking for
tenure.
a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
The
Not a place I'd ever
way
expect
people
to find
talk
a
about
skull.
Yennefer
Take it you're fleeing the war?
bugs
Quite the
me.
opposite. Chase
I
me.
didn't like
I'm
her
heading to
in
the
the
front.
books,
Tired of life.
but people
I
are
seek
so
knowledge, which I value more than life.
nasty about her
First, make dusty old
in the
tomes
game.
confess.
I'm just like,
I wish to
no,
see the
she's
Lord
not
Father
that
with
bad.
my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Like, she says the slightest thing that actually makes sense. And people say, oh, she's nagging, when it's like, get out of bed, it's nearly noon. That's logical. This is nagging, according to the men in The Witcher.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and
Hey!
speeches.
There we go. There's the R word.
Violence and thoughtless cruelty.
Now, not
I see
untrue.
you lack the polish
Just
of the Academy. Rape
very-
and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
Now, this is a central theme. The whole idea of, you know, rape is a weapon of war in the Witcher games. And I get in a lot of trouble for saying that it is a central theme, but it is. It is a fundamental point of this game that if you're going to play the Witcher games, you have to be able to handle like huge amounts of rape metaphors, or, you know, and I'm not just talking women. And this is one of the things I wish the game made more clear,
War reached Novigrad
that
yet?
it goes farther than that in the Witcher
One
series.
bank Redania on the other.
So
Drooling over
that's
the
a
city
bit of
like
hope
dogs
for
over
me,
juicy
that they
bone.
won't be so
Many
on the
owners choked on
nose
that bone.
in this game as they were
We
in
value
previous
our
games.
liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget.
And I think there are
architects from our
elements
academy
of
designed the city walls.
this game
Walls
that
no war machine has ever crumbled on.
don't, how do I say this, don't necessarily
Gotta go.
translate
So
well
long.
to North American audiences,
You
because
strike
there's
me as a
a
man of the world. Are you
oh,
familiar with
Gwent.
Gwent?
No.
Oh, these are
and I
these
don't have
cards.
time to
Oh,
learn.
okay.
But the rules are quite simple. Come on.
But you said they were complex. Oh boy, games. I never liked these in
Here's how it's done.
in games. I used to love them when I was younger. Let's see what this is. Cards of their forces. Okay. I will go first. Oh, awesome, since I don't know what I'm doing. What? It's like Magic the Gathering. Will not draw any more cards. Biting Frog. Okay. What? Okay. So... Okay. What's going on? Okay, weather cards. This is exceptionally complicated. At the start of each game, you can select up to 2 cards to discard and redraw. But let's skip that for now. Oh, great. Don't teach me how to play the beginning of the game. Okay. Okay. Alright. Each deck has a leader. Oh my good god. Okay. This is gonna be really boring to watch, so I'm gonna end this video now while I try to figure out what the crap this does. And other than use concept art, but I don't know. We'll do this. I don't know. Sets the strength of all close combat cards for 1 to both players. No. Alright, so I'll wrap up. That's my first look at The Witcher 3. Obviously, I'm going to do more.